Imagine the Straw Hat Pirates, Luffy's fearless crew, armed not just with their skills and personalities but with the power of devil fruits. What if each Straw Hat member had the perfect devil fruit that elevated them to an entirely new level? Sounds thrilling, right? But here's the catch. Choosing the wrong devil fruit could completely ruin their dynamic. Stick with me till the end, and we'll uncover the absolute perfect match for each of the 10 Straw Hats. And trust me, when we get to Zoro, things get wild. Oh, and one of these choices might just have a hidden connection to the Red Hair Pirates. Let's dive in. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Your support helps us grow and bring you the best. Also, a quick warning. This video contains spoilers ahead, so if you're not caught up, proceed at your own risk. Let's get started. Starting with the captain himself. Luffy's already rocking the most insane devil fruit in the series, the Hypothetical Nomi model, Nika. But have you ever wondered what would happen if he didn't have this? What devil fruit would suit the future Pirate King best? Here's where we get bold. If Luffy didn't have his current fruit, I'd say the Tori Nomi model, Phoenix would be perfect. Why? Because it embodies his indomitable spirit. He always rises from the ashes, no matter how many times he's knocked down. Plus, with its insane healing powers, it screams, Captain Energy. But hold on to that thought. What happens when his fiery resilience clashes with someone else's potential flame powers? Stay tuned for Sanji's pick. Now for Zoro, the swordsman who's always pushing his limits. What if I told you there's a devil fruit out there that could turn him into an absolute monster? Enter the Supa Supa Nomi, the fruit that turns your body into blades, used by Daz Bones, aka Mr. One. Imagine Zoro's entire body becoming one with his swords. He wouldn't just be cutting steel, he'd be the steel. But here's the twist. Does this fruit actually fit Zoro's personality? Or would it restrict the honor he feels in relying solely on his own strength? What's a swordsman without his blades? Keep that question in mind as we move on to someone whose fruit might take their combat style to the skies. Also, quick thought, does Zoro really need more sharp things? He's already walking around with 3 swords like it's a normal Tuesday. If there's one Straw Hat who thrives on manipulating the elements, it's Nami. So, what's the perfect devil fruit for her? The Goro Nomi, Enel's lightning fruit. Think about it. Nami already wields the weather like a pro, but with this fruit, she becomes the weather. Lightning strikes at her command, combined with her tactical genius. Absolute overkill. But here's the dilemma. Would Nami even need her Klima tact anymore? And if she didn't, would she lose a key part of her identity? Hold on to that thought because another crew member's perfect match also challenges their sense of self. And trust me, you won't see it coming. Usopp, our sharpshooting sniper, has always relied on precision and creativity. So, imagine him with the Pamu Nomi, Gladius fruit that lets you explode anything you touch. Every shot Usopp fires becomes a literal ticking time bomb. His creativity would skyrocket, turning every seed, marble, or pop green into a devastating weapon. But wait, does giving Usopp this kind of destructive power put him in danger of losing his charm as the normal guy on the crew? Let's find out as we move to someone who might benefit from a power that challenges their whole fighting style. Sanji's fiery diable Hambi is already iconic, but what if we dial it up? Enter the Mera Nomi, Ace's flame fruit. This fruit aligns perfectly with Sanji's style. His kicks would burn brighter and hotter than ever before, and with his mobility, he'd dominate any battlefield. But here's the twist. Would Sanji be able to control this power without compromising his own sense of discipline? After all, fire can burn the cook just as easily as it burns the enemy. Speaking of heat, the next pick might just melt your expectations. Chopper is already an incredible doctor, but what if he had a fruit that amplified his medical prowess? Enter the Ope Nomi, Law's fruit. Chopper could literally perform surgeries in the heat of battle. He'd save lives with a flick of his hoof, and his transformations would be even more terrifying. But would the Straw Hats be comfortable with Chopper wielding such a godlike power? And what would it cost him emotionally to hold life and death in his hands? Moving on, let's talk about someone who could bring life itself to their tools. For Frankie, the engineer of the crew, the Buki Buki Nomi, the fruit that turns your body into weapons, would be the perfect upgrade. Imagine Frankie becoming a walking arsenal, combining his tech with his fruit powers. But would this fruit take away from Frankie's love for crafting? After all, his pride comes from building with his own two hands. Let's move to someone whose perfect match is as elusive as the sea itself. Robin's Hana Hana Nomi is already versatile, but imagine her with the Hobi Hobi Nomi, Sugar's fruit that can turn anything into a toy. Her ability to manipulate people and objects would go from strategic to outright godlike. But here's the dark question. Would Robin, with her tragic past, use this power for good, or would it tempt her into a darker path? Speaking of temptation, let's talk about someone who thrives on taking risks. Brook's soul fruit is already spooky, but what if he had the Yami Yami Nomi, Blackbeard's darkness fruit? This would amplify his already terrifying abilities, making him the ultimate master of death. But here's the eerie part. Could Brook handle the darkness without losing his joy? Or would it consume him completely? Now, let's wrap up with the Straw Hat who thrives on being unpredictable. Jinbei, the helmsman and fishman karate master, deserves the ultimate aquatic power, the Mizu Mizu Nomi, a hypothetical water fruit. This fruit would make him unstoppable in the sea, giving him control over water itself. But does Jinbei need this, or does his mastery of fishman karate already make him complete? That's the beauty of the Straw Hats. They're powerful as they are, but imagining these matchups makes their journey even more thrilling. And there you have it, the perfect devil fruit for every Straw Hat member. But here's the thing, devil fruits come with a cost. They're a blessing and a curse, amplifying strengths but exposing weaknesses. Would the Straw Hats still be the crew we love if they wielded these powers? Or would the cost of their humanity be too great? Now, if you're hungry for more, I've got just the video for you. What would happen if the red-haired pirate's Shanks crew had devil fruits? Click on the video on your screen now to explore this fiery question. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, keep chasing the One Piece.